Countdown. Are we live?
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
All right. The suspense was killing me, so I couldn't wait the whole 30 seconds.
That's cool.
What's up, people? You're watching Bradley Entertainment. Today, I am joined with a lovely guest today, ADHD&MEGs. How are you today?
I am very good. I'm very, very good. How are you?
I'm fantastic. So for the people that don't know you, tell us a little bit about yourself. 30 seconds. No, you don't have to go too deep. 30 seconds.
Oh, not too deep in 30 seconds, right? So my name's Meg. I've got a few TikTok accounts. I'm a huge ambassador for like mental health awareness and whatnot. As you know yourself, I've got ADHD, so I'm always just like doing crazy stuff on TikTok, and it kind of just lets me be me. So that's kind of like how I've ended up on here today. But just more about me, like in general, I am a single mum who moved from Reading to Scotland. I'm a dog walker. I'm a big kid. We have a bit of a crazy life, don't we, my little girl? So we do. She's there doing funny faces. And that's just me. So just a bit crazy and always looking to just have a laugh and stuff. So I've been buzzing to do this interview. Buzzing.
Fantastic. Hopefully it lives up to the suspense. So tell us a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about baby Megs growing up, your childhood, growing up. What was it like for you growing up as a child?
Do you know what? It was a weird childhood. I'm not going to lie. Like most of it was great. Like my grandparents and my mum made it great, but it was a bit of a weird one because my dad was away when I was so young, by about the age of 1. So I kind of my mum worked loads, so I was kind of just like staying with my grandparents quite a lot. But it was a proper happy childhood. My ADHD was never diagnosed as a child, so it was kind of hard because like sometimes I would always be a bit too hyper and I wouldn't be able to learn in the classroom and just little weird things like that. But like my childhood, like it was awesome. I was crap in the classroom, but I was really sporty when I was a little girl, hugely. So like I'd be like in the football teams and the basketball teams and stuff like that. So most of my childhood, it wasn't like glamorous like now you see me these days and I've got like my makeup on and all that. But like when I was a kid, I was the biggest tomboy ever, like legit. So I would just be like running around, my hair scooped in a baseball cap and just literally just doing sports all the time because that was the only thing I was good at. And then that was it. Managed to sail through school somehow and done loads of different jobs. And that's it really.
You seem like one of the lads, even though you're obviously.
Oh yeah.
You're obviously like a very pretty blonde sort of like girl. Most people would look at you and think, oh look at her, she's a bit up, but I can see like straight away that you're probably like one of the lads more than anything.
Oh no, I'm still a tomboy at heart. Like the baseball cap hasn't really gone too far, but the hair stayed down this time. But no, I'm definitely just always been just like one with the boys kind of thing, like getting the boys better than girls. Got a bit of a masculine side.
Fair enough. And you said you're an ambassador for mental health. Tell us a little bit about that.
Just in terms of, so I don't know, like I've done this thing years back called the Right Army on TikTok, and it had a huge following, and it was all about helping people with not so much the common like mental health, like you've got depression, you've got anxiety, but you've got all the ones that are behind that aren't always shown out, like with OCD and with anxiety. There's so many traits to it, like with self-esteem and everything. So we would come on TikTok. Like when I first came on TikTok, I would go live and I would love it, and like no one could say anything that would upset me because I'll just like it just flows off me. I've learned that. When I first got on TikTok and I saw the lives that were going on and just the things people were saying to one another and just like, and it was really bad things as well, like, go hurt yourself or, you're ugly, what you're doing on here, look at your teeth, look at your hair. And I was just like, something's got to be mentioned because that stuff's crazy. So we just did a huge campaign for our army, which is like Rising Above Hate. And it was just helping people who've got like anxiety, who don't get out a lot, who can't socialize a lot, people who just need a friend, someone to talk to. It was mainly through lockdown as well. So obviously like NHS and stuff wasn't that great for like getting you seen quickly if you needed help and stuff. So it was mainly just reaching out to people who kind of needed the help, and we all just joined together and kind of tried to just help everyone that we could find on social media who was like getting bullied or struggling or anything like that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned the TikTok trolls and the TikTok hate. Oh my God. I mean, TikTok is a fabulous app to meet new people, meet exciting guests like yourself. But oh my God, some of the hate and some of the things that I have seen on there is incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It's...
Oh, sorry about that. My daughter's just pulled my ring light away. Oh my God. I hope you're not broken that, Mills. That is like quite new. Bear with me 2 seconds.
No worries.
Oh, now it's so light, I'm going to blind myself.
Mama,
If I blind myself, I do apologise. We're back again. So sorry, where were we? I completely got thrown off track there.
I think I was just mentioning how bad the TikTok trolls are and how evil, and how unsafe it can be, you know, for some people.
And just the effect it can have on people as well. But no, it is crazy. It can be a great platform for the right people, but then you get some people that come on and they're just like, the whole goal is just to be nasty. So no, it's shocking, but as long as you can push through it, do you know what I mean? Don't let it affect you.
Your daughter's making a debut on Brudsy Entertainment.
She is. Come on, I look like Wednesday with hand there.
Okay, so you mentioned the ADHD wasn't diagnosed until you was a bit older. Tell us a little bit about that process then.
It was actually not till the age of 24 that it got diagnosed.
Wow.
So I kind of just went through, like, obviously, like I mentioned with school and stuff, I couldn't concentrate, not very good academically, things like that. So the ADHD was never seen as something that could be the issue. It was always like, she just needs like a little bit of help. She's behind with stuff. And even like, just there'll be weird little traits you get of ADHD. Do you know what I mean? It's not always about just being hyper and then like being really low. There's so many other things that come with it. So there was loads of like, I would go through life thinking like, why do I like feel different from people? And, you know, how is this surely just can't be like what they're saying, like just maybe learning difficulties or whatnot. So like, I kind of just accepted that I was just a hyper child for no reason. Never drank Red Bull or had coffee for that reason anyway. But at the age of about 22, I started trying to get into modeling and stuff a wee bit. And I could never sit still. Like when I was trying to take a picture, I could never sit still. I was always like twiddling around and stuff. And like people were like, why are you so anxious? And I'm like, I'm not anxious. Like I'm not anxious. And I'm like, what is going on? So I kind of went to the doctor after a long while because I've been on antidepressants for years. I went to the doctor after a long while and I was like, I think there's something else going on. Like, I know I'm like old, I'm not at school anymore. And like, it might not necessarily be something that you would want to look into now as me as an adult, but I would personally just like to be re-looked at. And like, a lot of tests were done and stuff and spoke to a few people and they were kind of like, oh yeah, well you go along with, yeah. So that's been that since then. And ever since then, I've kind of just embraced it. And it's kind of been nice because like, you see everyone else who's got it and stuff and like, it's just not so much of a taboo now. You'll see people just talk about it like it's nothing, and it's cool because you get. It's not that you need help for it, but you can get the right like techniques, ways of coping with things, medication, stuff like that. So it's just crazy growing up not being diagnosed, but after being diagnosed, everything just makes so much more sense now.
Okay, that was a lot.
Sorry.
That's fine. So this is what it's about. It's about you talking and telling your story. So you mentioned antidepressants. What prompted you to sort of like, did something happen in your life?
Yeah, I used to get so bullied at school because I was such a tomboy. Like, everyone liked me as a tomboy, and then I got to the age of 14, and I started like just discovering makeup and like boys a wee bit, and just like and like the minute that all happened, like everyone that used to like me before just started like hating me. So I ended up getting like quite bullied at school, and that's another reason behind the whole like anti-bullying campaign with the Horror Army. So I just got so bullied at school, and it did get to me after a while. Do you know what I mean? And then you end up just getting down and feeling depressed, and that was it. So I've been on depressants kind of from the age of about 15. But often now, what, Millie?
You go. So see what you want.
No. My daughter, she's like, Mom, can I come on? Mom, can I come on? I'm sure at the end, maybe you can come say hello, yeah? All right? Let's do that, let's pass it here. No, okay. Right, we're cool.
All right. So what advice would you have for anyone that maybe like, that might think there's something wrong with them, might think they're not able to learn, might be a 14-year-old child, and just, what advice would you give, like, to people that like, just feeling a bit off and feeling a bit like out of place? And
I don't know. I'll just say to like anyone that's feeling like that, if you're feeling like that, it's never nice. And if you're feeling like that, then like subconsciously, you know that like there might be something up, or it might be worth exploring, talking to someone. So like, I think the best advice I could ever say to anyone would kind of be, but to embrace it, but obviously seek advice. Whether it's like, I wouldn't say Google anything these days. Like when I Google my symptoms, I always think I'm gonna die.
Honestly, it's the worst thing you can do. Like, the problem is, I go to the gym like off and on the gym, and sometimes I'll go. So I mean, no, it wasn't even that. See, I was playing golf quite a bit, and with golf, you have to really swing. And I had this weird pain in my side, and it felt like I was dying. And I was Googling, and it said cancer, all this sort of stuff, and I was like, oh my god! And literally, it was just muscle twinges in your stomach, sort of, So googling is just for now is just off the list, boy. Because honestly,
I definitely don't Google. But I know, just seek advice. Like honestly, I I don't know who you could call these days, but obviously if you go online, I know I said don't Google, but if you're going to an NHS website or anything, you get like the appropriate links and numbers to make phone calls.
Yeah.
But to be fair, TikTok's coming like a search engine now. You could literally type up things like help for depression or therapy and whatnot, and TikTok will give you a whole link to everything on there. So like, TikTok's probably not a bad place to start.
I should get some music. All right, so we're gonna interrupt this broadcast to play one of your two of your TikToks that I've managed to sneak from your inventory. Let's get one. Let's get one up.
Oh God.
Happy. Aaron, can you tell me something that'll make me happy? You're cute and have a nice butt. Yep, that'll do it.
Did you hear that?
I heard that one.
Oh, they're hilarious. These are. Your TikToks are really funny. It's really
Oh
prompted me
man.
to come to you. You better answer, otherwise.
I know. What is it, my love?
Is that live on YouTube? I want to watch.
No, I want to. You
What's
watching
it
it?
called?
You.
No, what's it called?
You can see later.
What's it called? No.
Oh, come on. What do I tell my daughter? She's like, is it on YouTube now? Is it live now?
We are live on YouTube right now, but just
What's it
yeah.
called?
Brent, I don't know if it's up to you. It's up to you.
I know. We can go back and watch this, so that's what we're going to do, okay? You will see later. Can you go back and I'm going to talk about it and you can see it later, okay, hello? There you go. So you got it. You know you've got it.
I bet she planned it. I bet you said to her, look, I bet you sat her down, you gave her a lunch, gave her a snack, sit there, Mummy's gonna do an interview, and she was like, yeah, okay, wait till that camera gets on, I get up there.
That's exactly what it is. I had her chicken curry out and everything. She had a litre bottle of water there. I was like, just give me half an hour, just a wee bit of time. And she's like, okay. But now the whole time she's thinking, right, I'm gonna do my hair. She's got dressed, like she's not scary.
Fair enough.
Aye.
Fair enough. Okay, so what does the future hold for you in terms of your TikToks? What do you want to achieve from TikTok? What do you want to achieve from social media? What's something that you would really like to do or get from it?
I just want to go live all the time. I know that sounds crazy, but like I love I just love and so is my daughter, and obviously as you can see, because she's just eager to get in. But we're both those kind of people. We just enjoy making people laugh. We enjoy not being center of attention, because we're definitely not cocky, but it's just nice being out there and stuff. So the way we're seeing it, she's been bugging me for months. She's like, get on TikTok again. Let's go live. Let's get a YouTube channel. Let's do this. Let's do that. And it's like, oh, okay. No, we can do that. So that's both where our heads are at. I think we just enjoy being on live so much and doing all this content and stuff. That's the kind of way we'd like to have that kind of for a living, rather than just doing it in spare time and stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you two should set your own YouTube channel up. Mother and daughter crazy vibes.
That'll be it. And then
No, it's
the M's trends, right? She's already got it planned. It's the M's trends.
Wow, it's so crazy. The young kids today, as young as your daughter, what she 6, 7 maximum.
It should be 8 next month.
Okay, 7 max. There, 7. Okay, it's great. Everyone wants to be a YouTuber. It's crazy.
Yeah, don't tell me about it.
Yeah, that's why my thing for my podcast. Obviously, I'd like it to be bigger than it was, but I think the main thing is obviously my thing was interviewing people, new people, chill vibes, share some stories and give everyone a voice. It wasn't really so much going after sort of famous people, celebrity people and for interviews and stuff like that. It is more for the people, this sort of channel. And obviously I'm going to be doing more interactive stuff to sort of make it more fun, to bring it in and stuff. And I've got the perfect candidate to come and help join the team as well.
Oh, definitely I'll be on that. He's actually talking about me then, not you.
Can
just
you move
so
I think someone's trying to take your limelight today.
I think someone's going to Nanny's next time.
move up.
Really?
I'll be there. Move up a wee bit.
No, I can't move that. You can sit there and chill. But
Okay.
so no, that's us. That is us, isn't it? Love it.
Oh bless. Okay, I got to talk a little bit. I always like to touch on it. Relationships.
Yeah.
How have you been in relationships in your lifetime?
Absolutely awful, ridiculous. So much so that I'm actually just going to stay single now forever, I think, and embrace being single. No, I'm absolutely awful. I'm ridiculous. I fall head over heels, and then I get attached, and then it breaks up, and then you got to get all unattached. I'm hopeless. I'm actually hopeless.
Really? Why? What do you do wrong? What do you do wrong? Would you say in relationships?
Do you know what? I think I go in too deep. Like I'm one of those people. If I love you, I absolutely love you, and if I don't like you, I just don't talk to you. But if I love you, it's just like so intense. It's like cuddles and just all the time. And oh man, even with my daughter, sometimes she's like, "Mom, chill out, man." It's like,
but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Obviously, I think you might be just choosing the bad guys, maybe. But I think
I'm very good at picking. Like I'm not very like I think I attract just.
Yeah, when people look at you, they can just see like a really cool, vibey sort of woman, and they just think, yeah, I don't know, but most men would love that for a woman to be devoted over them and love them and all the rest of it. Yeah, as long as it's not clean up, do this, do that.
Oh hell no! You know what? I'm OCD with my clean. I won't let anyone clean. You can just sit there. I'll actually lift your feet up, clean under you, and carry on doing the rest of the house. Like the cleaning's me. I'm so cool. I'll cook. I'll clean. Like
wow.
I like to do everything. I don't know what. I like to be busy. I don't like to stop. Like.
All right. You give me an idea for a show. Dating Megs over there. Yeah, she cooks, she cleans. You don't have to do anything. You got it all going on over there.
50 traits of Meg, hey?
Indeed. It is hard though. I mean, a lot of women do find it quite hard now when, like, they're a bit, they're stable, they're sorted, they don't really need a man, and then it's like, they don't want a guy, they don't want the hassle, like, guys to ask him permission, doing this, just jumping back in. It can seem like that, just like a whole sort of like, just like a roundabout, just going round and round again, like from different scenarios.
No, I get what you mean, because it's like sometimes I think, would I actually have time for that in my life? Because everything's just so how it is, and like in our ways and our routines. So I don't know. It's the right person, definitely.
Okay.
Where's the bin? I just put it in. The bin is under the drawer because Connie will eat it. Good girl.
So what was the transition like moving from Reading to Scotland?
First of all, when I first came up, everybody called me Pal. Everyone. Mm-hmm. Now, where I was from down south, if you call someone Pal, it's kind of like a bit like being a bit of like a dick, like, oh, what you doing, pal, kind of thing. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just used as a term of endearment. So when people were calling me Pal a lot, I just thought no one liked me, and they were kind of just being like that towards me. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, oh my God, so Pal's actually just, because Pal's up here, like everyone just says, it isn't friend, it's just Pal. How you doing, Pal? Mm-hmm. So like the lingo kind of, that was a problem for a wee bit. But now I've started just coming out with everything now as well. So it's like, if I stay somewhere for long enough, I'll just I'll just suck everything up, and then it'll just like come out. So it's like you get just little bits of Scottish thrown in, little bits of like Reading-ish thrown in, but no, it was good. I mean, it's a lot colder and a lot wetter up here, to be fair.
Oh yeah, definitely. And the snow's bad as well. When it snows, isn't it? It's terrible. We always see it on the news. It's terrible in Scotland, isn't it?
That was the one reason I was going to move up. That was the one factor I had. I love snow. Like, I absolutely love snow. I'll play in it all day long. And I was like, you know what? I'll move to Scotland. I'll take the cold weather because there's snow. Mm-hmm. Literally, we had Beast from the East, which was amazing. Mm. But ever since then, there's been like hardly any snow. And that was like 3-4 years ago.
Wow.
Some parts of Scotland get it, but where we're from, like, we're not seeing much. In fact, I think Reading's had more snow than we have.
Okay.
Couldn't fault it. People up here are friendly and stuff, so I couldn't fault it. No. I can't give the dog a poppadom just yet. Just give the dog a poppadom. Connie, over here, darling. Have a poppadom. Right, don't give the dog any more poppadoms, okay? My doggy, Connie.
bless. Okay, so just tell me a little bit about anything, a little bit about you. Some interesting facts about yourself.
Oh, bloody hell, there's that thing with interesting facts again.
Interesting facts. Maybe I'll ask your daughter. So tell me something funny about mummy.
Silly, annoying, and weird.
There you
go. What does she do? What does mummy do?
Poops, talk, and do TikTok.
Oh, okay.
I mean, she's probably bang on there, to be right.
Does she fart all the time, does she?
Christ, man. There we go. I love it.
Bless. Yeah, I mean, you guys seem like you have a really strong relationship. It looks really.
No, we do. We do. That's the one good thing, I suppose. Like, because I've always been a single parent with my child, so we've kind of just literally, we've always just been in each other's company. So we do. We do.
Bless. Is it just the one child you have?
Oh,
okay. Not looking for any more.
He is. I'm not. She really wants a baby. Well, she really wants a brother or a sister, but I kind of told her a few more things have to like fall into place first. I can't just like Google them.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough.
On the lounge for a bit.
No.
I think we might have company for a bit,
Okay.
my dude, right there.
Okay. So about the tattooing then. So do you aim to get back into the tattooing and stuff, or?
No.
No, probably not, to be honest.
Okay. Fair enough.
No, do you know, I really enjoy it. It was a great buzz, but you're constantly bent over. Now that might sound wrong, but like you are constantly bent over with an arched back here, and you can be bent over for like 10, 12 hours a day. And that's okay, like if you're okay with that. But where I said I was sporty in my past, I used to do a lot of weight training. So I'm a personal trainer as well, but I've not done that since I had my baby girl.
Okay.
You right, darling? You right? You little pinky? Oh dear. Oh dear. Where were we? So I was sporty. This was going somewhere. So I did a lot of weightlifting when I shouldn't have. But my back's this is going to be a bit boring, but my back's just like proper dodgy already. So if I'm like bending over for long periods of time, it's just like, wow, I can't like.
Yeah, definitely. What do you think about all these weightlifting videos? These people just going crazy at trying to deadlift this crazy weight, vomiting, passing out, dropping the weight bar on their head. You know, I just think it's crazy. Some of it, like some of these people.
Well, I think there's obviously it's not like trendy, but really wait there, darling. There's so many people obviously who want to get into it and whatnot, but some people get in it for the wrong reason, and I think the problem is like when you're doing weightlifts like that and you want to do crazy weights and doing what you're doing, you need to also like be putting stuff into your like have the right mind of frame to be educating yourself what else your body needs and stuff like to be able to do that and not to end up causing like yourself some major bloody catastrophe. Because I get why people want to be like it, and you know it is great. Like I'm not like in my shape like I used to be right now. But I just think like if you're gonna like you're gonna you act like serious with big boy toys and big boy weights, you need to like also know what else that needs to go with it, and not just look at a trend or look at people and think I want to be like that, but not actually know the physics behind maintaining it, how to like safely keep it. If that makes sense.
And a lot of these trainers are all juiced up on steroids, and then they have these average Joes trying to pick up all this mad weight, and I'm just like, why would you I think once you get past 30, your body ain't the same anymore. So unless you're gonna really give yourself all the good stuff, like all the good protein, all the good stuff, like lifting all that heavy weight, all it's gonna do is damage your back. Like my arms are quite big anyway, and I don't even bench that much. I go to the gym, I have 20 on each side with the bar, so 60 kg, and I just rack out a load of weights. And everyone stares at me like they're thinking, oh, this guy's big, but what does he lift and stuff like that? I'm just like, I don't need to lift that much, I don't want to get all big and bulky. But
not like that. It's not natural. It's not natural. And like you said, when you start throwing steroids and stuff like that into the mix as well, it's just like I actually feel sorry for the people that I commend the people that do it naturally. But I also feel really sorry for people like that, because you get the average Joe that goes in every day, puts everything into his body, does the right like prep work, lifts what he should, knows the reps, is just doing like kicking ass, but not like growing like you see all these other people doing. It's like, for God's sake, man, you just want to like take your hat off to them, don't you?
Yeah, you do. Oh my God. And some of these deadlift fails have been crazy. Like I've just been, I get obsessed with them. I sit there, I'm watching them like he's gonna vomit, he's gonna thing. And I saw one recently where the guy literally just like folded, like literally he's quite a big guy, and like I think his legs just sort of like everything just sort of snaps at once, like and he just sort of folds.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, thank you. No. Oh man, you've reminded me. I watched this like Final Destination film once, and this girl was doing gymnastics, like, and I know it's not weight training, but like she just folded over too. But no, get what you're saying. It's not good. People's veins as well. They can like just pop open like that as well when they're lifting like that.
Indeed.
Sorry, bear with me 2 seconds. What is it, my
You know
darling?
how you're talking about your back?
Yeah.
You don't have a sore back when you're an old lady.
I know.
Stay like that. Now I can be you.
No.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna wrap this part of the show up. Last 2 minutes. Anything you want to put out there? Any messages you want to put out there? Anything you want to ask me? Anything you want to ask yourself? Whatever. We can go 2 questions each. Let's ask each other 2 questions each, and we'll wrap it up.
Okay, can you start?
I'll do the same old boring one that I do to everyone else. Something you know now that you wish you knew 10 years ago.
After having a child.
That having a dog would probably be a better way to go than having a kid that time. I want the companionship and loyalty, but I clearly don't get that. I love you. I didn't
I
mean that.
hate you.
Oh, I love you.
I hate you.
So we'll go with that.
I think your daughter might have stole the show today, by the way.
I think she has. She's
Yeah,
also
definitely.
available, so whatever.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we're gonna. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wrap this part of the show up here now. I wrap it up now because I've got another thing that I've got to shoot off on my son's football game. It's about to start in a second. I've just been told that I have to coach the game. So what I would like to do is, if we're able to do another one, I'll get you back. I'll get you back up. I am free from 4 o'clock onwards till late, and I've got a few shows going on tonight as well. So if you want to jump in on them as well, that would be quite cool. I'd love to have
I can jump in probably anytime after about 7. I can jump in.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll be with Casey and Amelia.
Yeah, you will be.
No, I'm not.
Right, no, it's awesome talking to you as well. So now I'll definitely join you later.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do another one later, but this one will be on my YouTube channel, Brad's Entertainment. It is live now, and you can watch back. And I think your daughter stole the show. And Meg's, it's lovely talking to you. And we'll do another one where it's more, a bit more, yeah.
Totally. Yeah, awesome.
All right,
Definitely loved it. Rightio, lovey.
Have a good one. Have a good one.
You too,
Peace.
mister.